You ever gotten to your campsite only to find that your frozen stuff isn't so frozen? Or a trip to the grocery store results in your ice cream coming home a little softer than you wanted? Well, it's all a matter of physics. I'm going to show you a way to keep your colds colder. You see, your ice jug can absorb a lot of energy to keep things cool. The energy it takes to change state from solid to liquid will keep it at 32 degrees. But everything else around it's going to be warmer by comparison. Your ice cream is absorbing energy from the surrounding environment. Yes, that's right through the wall of your expensive cooler. Even if it was in a completely isolated environment, the coldest you're going to get is the same 32 degrees. You need a cold source that has a temperature below that to keep the environment compatible with your creamy confections. Regular table salt can reduce the freezing point of water. That's the characteristic that we're going to exploit. I used a windshield washer fluid jug because it had nice heavy wall construction. Take 3 cups of regular table salt and we're going to pour it into the jug. Alright, all that salt's in there we're gonna dissolve that with hot water. So we're gonna take it over the sink. We use hot water just because the fact that it dissolves a little bit faster. Just makes it a little bit more convenient. Okay, so we got 3 cups of salt in our jug. We're gonna just add hot water, and the reason we use hot, like I said, just to make it dissolve a little faster. And it's gonna take a while for it to dissolve. You're gonna have to be patient, do a lot of stirring and shaking, but it will all dissolve. So I have completely filled this jug with water, and you can see the salt is still in the bottom. I'm going to shake it around and roll it and tumble it until it completely dissolves, and then we'll be ready to throw it in the freezer. So now I've totally dissolved all the salt into this jug, but before I throw it in the freezer, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour out just about maybe a cup or so. I want to leave a little bit of room for expansion. As everybody knows that when water freezes, it expands, so we don't want to have a overpressure event split in our jug. So pour a little bit out so that when it goes in the freezer, it doesn't expand too much and cause a breakage. And then we'll throw it in the freezer, and the best part is when it's all done, now bear in mind it's going to take a long time for this to freeze because it doesn't freeze at 32 degrees anymore. Now it freezes at closer to 0 degrees. But when you take it back out and you throw it in your cooler, it's going to be colder than everything surrounding. So it's going to keep your ice cream and whatever else cold. And because it's colder than everything surrounding, it's going to maintain a better temperature inside your cooler. And it will maintain that 0 degree temperature until all the ice is gone. That's the beauty of latent heat. Anyway, let me show you here what it looks like when you're done. Okay, so this is my personal ice jug. This is the one that my wife takes to the grocery store all the time, and it keeps our stuff cold until she gets home. You may notice that the sides are kind of caved in. That's kind of a result of the repeated freeze-thaw cycles that it's been around. But this will thaw and maintain about a 0 degree temperature, which keeps everything else in the cooler at about 32 degrees. So you know the ice jug is always going to be colder than the surrounding environment, so it keeps everything cold. Anyway, hope that this helps you, and have a great day.